I went to something today that was very interesting. Um, there's a researcher at MIT Media Lab named Traden who put on a musical about post AGI world 2032 and what the world would look like. And it really was so good. It made me think about so many things. It made me step back and look at how much chaos is happening actually right now, like in the world, on so many levels: political, economic, technological. And what the hell that's doing to young people, where there used to be this set path for success that increasingly doesn't exist anymore. Which is why a lot of people are turning to entrepreneurial pursuits. I mean, I felt like this when I was younger, and my one of my friends who's very successful, like in terms of like Harvard, Harvard Law, MIT Engineering, McKinsey Consulting, whatever, like did all the and is doing currently, but because she truly loves it in the academic sense, like she's really amazing at learning and wants to learn a lot. But these companies, right? These claims to success and so-called stability, like it's heartless out there. Like companies can lay off people that have devoted so much of their time and energy towards something with no explanation at the drop of a hat. So if I've learned anything about in these past couple of years, it's like I saw the same thing happen to my dad or mom, where they've done all the right things, they followed all the rules, and they were the perfect employee, the perfect student, whatever, and it didn't really save them from that thing. So I was like, well, and then when my grandmother passed, and I realized like every day, like I'm thinking about the fact that this is all ending. This is really all ending. I contemplate mortality often, a lot, just really a lot. And I think about why the hell we're doing any of this. Like why am I living? Like what's my purpose? Why am I doing this? What's the point? Like why are we doing things? And increasingly with AI taking so much of what humans used to be useful for or good for, those questions and this identity crisis is like rising to the surface. And that's what Traden was addressing in his musical. This like AI engineer in 2032 that made all this money, but then AI replaced his job, and he likes making music too, but that's stupid. Like that doesn't have any value in this world, and I'm coming face to face with this every day all the time. But I'm looking at this, and maybe it's overly futuristic, and who knows what AGI will look like. This future reality in which most there's like constant surveillance, so many things are automated and AI for us. And but this is why I'm doing these vlogs. Like it took me maybe about a month of actually uploading kind of consistently to like tell you, my viewer, what is the purpose. And it's my attempt to prove my humanity. Like see, like make it very obvious who I am, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing every day, my anxieties, my fears, my hopes, my laughter, my jokes, my sadness, as I'm trying to do something creative, unique, original, as I'm taking this risk, coming face to face with that every day. This is real. Like, this is real. This YouTube channel and my Substack posts, I don't think. I press record, I put a 10-minute timer, I write, and I post. I press record, I talk for however long I feel like, and then I post it. And this is like what you're seeing is what you're getting. This is me. Like, this is the process. These are my thoughts. I'm not putting up a front. It's really hard for me to do that. It's really hard for me to pretend like I care about something I don't really care about just for the sake of impressing somebody else. Like, maybe I've been afforded a lot of privilege to say that, but I also think it's like a really strong, like, philosophical slash spiritual bearing that I've been raised with, that this is all going, like, this is all Maya. Like, this world, this performance, this body, this youth, this society, these degrees, these job titles, so much of it is just, it's the soul comes here to experience some things, and we fuck around for a bit, and then we die, and then we go back. And so what's interesting though about it is I'm more on the question of stability, on the question of security, on the question of financial freedom. Yeah, this might be the most stable thing or sensible thing for me to do. What do you mean, entry level consulting job? Like, what do you mean? Like you're gonna have to do it your own way. You're gonna have to build something your own way from your own mind, and offer with confidence to the world this vision. And it has to be real. It has to be authentic. It has to be human. It has to be you. That energy, that passion, it can't be a bit that you're doing. And this, like, musical was kind of dystopian, but it kind of only more so emphasized this to me, because that has value. The act of creating something, the act of sharing your human anxieties and fears and process of it, um, that has value. The value of finding your voice, and the value of having a voice that is original and unique, and therefore universal. Like, it's human. Like, we all are scared of things, so that's universal, right? But also it's you, though. It's you and your perspective, your particular experiences, then the way that you metabolized them and digested them and then understood them in order to take the next step. And I'm not filtering it. Like, I could optimize the way that I'm doing this for the sake of an algorithm, but I don't even see that working anymore. I see that I did the whole viral thing, I did the whole social media thing. I don't believe in playing that game anymore. I only believe that the realest shit, like the realest, actual, coolest, most talented, most undeniable stuff, is the most timeless. And I also think that the more raw it is in that, like, yes, you are training your instrument, you're singing, you're doing your scales, you're trying to reach as much technical fluency in your craft as you can. And when it comes to perform, it's pure channeling of this emotion, and it's hence raw, because then it will not be perfect. It never is. It's human. And that is sick. Like, that's the whole process of trying to get to that point, and then the final delivery, in which you're not just talking about it, you're not just explaining about it, you're not just doing research about it. Music, art, invites you to experience it, the thing, the message, the thing that the artist is trying to do. It is so alive. The reason why so many people, after achieving so many, a lot of, like, kids of rich kids become kids of rich people, go into, like, the arts randomly, and slash a lot of billionaires randomly, and artists and visionaries, and Steve Jobs and Tim Cook, and it seems like there's this layer and perception of art. Art can go into these spaces where it can be, like, highly elite, visionary, And I think the appeal is because it's so human, it's so alive, you know? It's expression, it's human expression. It reminds us that we can do that. And we may not have the choice anymore. Like, we may have to do that. You might have to lean into the things that are hard and the things that are human in a world where AI can do so much of that menial, tedious, repetitive, defined task for you, you know? Anyways, it was so cool. I'm so lucky to be in Cambridge. I'm so lucky to see stuff like that. I felt it was a visionary piece of art, and I thought everyone in the audience was so cool. And I feel very lucky. I feel very, very lucky to enrich my mind with such experiences and my heart and my soul. Oh my God, it's incredible. The work people are doing, the way music moves you physically. Like there are neural resonance treatments, NRT. There was a paper posted about that, about just saying how when you listen to music, like there are physical oscillations, structural oscillations in the brain that make you move almost involuntarily. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. And it's physical. And that shit is gonna survive in AI, dog, AGI, whatever the hell that is. Like, come on, dog. Like, it might be the smartest investment that I've made. I might have actually, as much as sometimes it feels like, damn, girl, you should have just messed around on computer science. This might actually have been the smartest investment one could have taken, or that I could have made. Even if it wasn't, dude, look, this whole time I'm just thinking, what do I want to leave this earth before I die? And I'm trying to act on those highest excitements without entitlement and with full, yeah, just act on it and realize it. No fear. No fear. Right? That's how I've been trying to live forever. You think I wasn't scared to leave corporate? You think I wasn't petrified so much? Like not knowing how to produce and just trying it out and teaching myself and not knowing how the hell I would ever make money off of it. But essentially thinking that I'm cutting myself off from my family and everything, the world. Relationships, partying, friends, everything for this one thing. You think it wasn't scary? You think I'm not dealing with that every day? But also, I love it so much. Like, I love it so much, and it's a calling. So I'm okay to do that. I've always kind of been like that, I think. From an early age, from like 16 onwards, I was like, I don't relate to most people. Like, I literally think, what are we talking about, guys? You think you're my friend, Lindsay, just because we sit next to me in like AP language or AP Lit every day. But you realize we don't talk about anything other than other people or like just random stuff. And so I do ask you, I'm like, who are you? Like, what do you value? Like, what do you like? And you don't even know, you know? Well, I know. I have a blessing. I didn't maybe like it. I didn't want to do it at first, but my mom gave me music as a thing to do that I loved to do. And I did pretty well in school, but music was that thing where it's like, okay, yeah, so you come home, so you're going to do music then, right? It's like you don't even have a choice. And then I loved it, and then I realized I could just work at it and I can get better. And honestly, I don't know. Whatever. There's no point really thinking about the past. I die to the past in every moment. I don't know what will happen in the future, and I die to the past in every moment. So whatever it is, however we got here, none of my beeswax, I just feel really cool about it right now. I just feel actually as lost and dejected I feel most of the time. Yeah, that musical was sick. Follow Trayden's work. He did his undergraduate at Juilliard in ballet and then did like design systems and is a software engineer, and that shit's just cool to me. Cool, man. Very cool. All right. Goodbye.